If you're looking for ways to skip a trip to the post office and dodge all the hectic holiday shopping traffic, why not save time and money with Stamps.com? Stamps.com lets you compare rates, print labels, and access exclusive discounts on UPS and USPS services all year long. It just makes sense, really, especially if your business sends more mail and packages during the holidays. Whether you're selling online or running an office or side hustle, Stamps.com can save you so much time and money and stress, especially during the holidays. Access all post office and UPS shipping services you need without taking the trip and get discounts you can't find anywhere else, like up to 40% off USPS rates and 76% off UPS. Going to the post office instead of using Stamps.com is kind of like taking the stairs instead of using an elevator. Just going up a couple of floors? Sure, take the stairs. Who gives a fuck? Walking 30 flights a day, you could use a break. Especially me, your boy, Thick Boy Nation, every day. Stay thick, stay hungry. If you spend more than a few minutes a week dealing with mail and shipping, Stamps.com is a lifesaver. You'll save so much time and money, you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner. Save time and money this holiday season with Stamps.com. Sign up with the promo code Heavy Sweater Podcast for a special offer that includes 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com and click the microphone at the top of the page and enter the code Heavy Sweater Podcast. Welcome to the Heavy Sweater Podcast. My name is John King. Thanks for listening to the podcast. If this is your first time listening, this is the Heavy Sweater Podcast, a deep dive into the beginnings of Australian musicians and bands of the heavy variety. And this week's guest is Luke Thompson of the band Void Matter. Killer band, sick fucking band, and a great dude, great chat. This is a fucking sick episode of the podcast. We touch on heaps of music like EDM, emo, metalcore, like fucking new metal, all that shit. We touch on fucking heaps of stuff. But yeah, go check out Void Matter on all streaming services. Wherever you listen to music, check them out. And if they're playing a show near you, go check them out there. They're fucking sick. Luke's a great dude. So fuck yeah. This week, the episode has come out on a different day. Usually it's Wednesday because it's Wednesday. You know what that means, that whole shtick. But unfortunately, I had some issues this week. Couldn't get it out on Wednesday, so this was recorded and filmed. There's a YouTube version of an actual footage this week on Wednesday. Tried to do it yesterday, didn't work out, so I booked a room out at Neon Studios in Sumner Park and recorded out here. So yeah, with all that being said, it's Thursday and you know what that means. Hey man, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Not much. I'll fucking crack this boy right now.
So yeah, sponsor me.
No, I wish. I said on I think it was Instagram, I'm just waiting for a Coca-Cola sponsorship. I think I tagged them. I was like, fucking come at me. No, I'm going to cut that out. I can't say that.
You can't say that?
I'm a sponsor on this one. I get paid $1.
Hey, you can't say that. Very good.
That's getting cut out. Yeah, so Coca-Cola sponsor the podcast. It'll be fucking sick. We'll get into your story and all the way up to now, but in the very beginning, what's the first heavy-ish band you remember listening to for the first time?
Well, the very first band that I ever bought an album for and really listened to front to back would have to be Slipknot. I bought Volume 3 of the Subliminal Verses.
Fuck yes.
Yeah. That was my favorite for a long time.
Fuck yeah.
I remember when MP3 players were first coming out and you could only fit 50 songs on them or something like that. I made sure that I had Slipknot's discography, all the way back to Made, Feed, Kill, Repeat, and it was just that on my MP3 for a good little while. Yeah, that was definitely the first one.
Sick, fuck yeah. Cool. And what led to that? What happened to get you to Slipknot?
It was watching the Resident Evil.
Oh.
Yeah, Resident Evil movie
yeah.
1. On the special features of the DVD, they had the My Plague music video.
Yes.
And I'd heard about Slipknot when I was a kid. You hear about them and they're this horror band.
Yeah.
They wear masks. They're heavy
folklore.
metal. They worship the devil and all this kind of shit. And then I saw it. I'm like, this guy actually I was into Linkin Park and stuff like that at the time as well, because everybody I think everybody was into Linkin Park
Yeah,
at some point.
they were a gateway band for like to get into the heavies.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck yeah.
And then I was like, oh yeah, this isn't like all that different. I kind of like it. And then got the album, and it was all over from there. Then I found Roadrunner Records, which were great. That All-Star Sessions.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck yes.
Roadrunner United.
Yes.
Such an incredible time.
So good. What's your favorite song on that album?
It's got to be Army of the Sun. But
Interesting.
yeah, like it wasn't one of the hits, but it really, like, it's this like kind of chill vibe all throughout, and then it just kind of explodes at the end with these vocal layers and stuff.
Fuck
yeah, absolutely love that song.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah. And there's so many good ones on there. It's hard to choose though. Like the Daggers, obviously, a classic.
My personal favorite is I Don't Want to Be a Superhero.
Really?
The Michael Graves, Matt Heafy crossover, because I'm a Misfits sweater like so hard. So when I was like, Michael Graves from the Misfits, which is best Misfits, I don't care what anyone says, Michael Graves is best Misfits. His personal views I don't agree with, but his music is sick. Yeah. So yeah, I Don't Want to Be a Superhero is the best. Yeah,
see, punk's never really been like super close to my heart or anything like that. So I would always skip that track.
Okay,
That's fair. But nah, it was very well written.
Yeah, it's fucking sick. Cool. So Slipknot opens up the floodgates for you, but Linkin Park's the gateway band. And then what gets you to dive like deep enough to be like, I want to find more about all this heavy shit?
Okay, so it was like, it took a really long time for me to get to the point where I'm at now. Like all through high school, I would just like, I'd find the bands that I liked and then just like really like loved them.
Yeah.
Like got a little bit obsessed with a few bands throughout high school and stuff, and then moved away from metal for years and years until we started the band.
Okay.
And now it's just nothing but metalcore and hardcore and heavy metal and shit.
Fuck yeah.
Just constantly, like, Spotify is such an excellent way to discover new bands and stuff like that. Like, my band now, every Wednesday, we put up, like, something that we've found in our Discover Weekly playlist and shit like that. That's probably, like, the most content we've been doing in a little bit.
Yeah.
Pretty slack at the moment. In a bit of a down
circumstance
period.
dictates, like, throughout this entire year, like, I think I've had 5 shows rescheduled.
Yeah. Oh my god, the rescheduling.
Yeah.
Oh,
insane.
Not only like our local shows and stuff like that, but the big shows.
Yeah, like I saw today, Mike M's tour is rescheduled to 2013.
Oh, that's still happening.
2023. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so.
Yeah, 2023 is like the next
they
time. They
teased it to us in 2020. And then, 3 years later. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad that it's gonna happen. That's good.
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, Full Tilt been rescheduled like 4 times.
Yeah. Unify confirmed though.
Yeah, that's good.
Strong Unify.
That'd be such a good time. I've never been.
Yeah, neither. Yeah. But this year, like, especially is focused more on, like, up-and-coming bands like Wild Heart are playing it, which is fucking sick, that, like, a Brizzy band is just playing Unify.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah. That's the good shit. Yeah.
Good on them.
Yeah. So, like, that's where it goes for you. And then what's the band that, like, brings it together for you to be like, I can play in a band?
Wow. Okay. A band that I listened to that I was like, oh, okay, I can
do that. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it was really necessarily a band that like made me want to be this kind of musician. I've always been playing music and stuff like that. I thought that it would be a good thing to do, but what really pushed me to pursue sort of like the production side and like songwriting side and stuff like that was electronic music.
Okay.
Yeah, like I started learning to DJ, and then after that I was like, okay, it's fun being able to mix tracks together, but like I want to like make tracks sound how I want them to.
Yeah.
And so I started learning production, and then that's just
makes no sense.
Absolute rabbit hole. It was really hard to get into. But I learned how to record, and so then my singer Crispy and I, we've been mates for years, and we were just kind of like, oh, let's make some music. Like we're always talking about music, and wanting. He was in this band called Plague of Atlas, which eventually broke up, and then Crispy finally said to me, hey, do you want to like maybe be in the band?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, thank you, finally. We've been friends for years. You know I do music. Like, let's just fucking do this.
Yeah.
And so then I met up with the guys who were still keen to do music from that previous band.
Okay.
And they needed a guitar player. And so I said, well, let's get my mate Dizzy, who him and I went to high school together. We learned to play. He picked up the guitar, and a bunch of our mates have been playing together, like playing guitar just at lunchtime and shit.
Yeah.
We've been playing for years. And then he picks one up and gets better than all of us within 6 months.
There's always like fucking one dude that you go to school with that like is just the best guitar player.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that definitely turned out to be Dizzy. So it was a no-brainer. As soon as they asked me to be in the band, I'm like, I know a guy.
Yeah,
like,
fuck yeah.
And he and I just work like so well together.
Yeah.
And Crispy and I, we're super close, so we work really well together, and it just kind of, works together to be Void Matter.
Fuck yeah. So that's where it comes in, is EDM, you learn to record, and then through being mates with Crispy, getting into this band or that band and then turning it into this band.
Yes.
Sick, fuck yeah. And like, what was the first thing you learned to play? Like, was it guitar or?
The very first instrument I played was trumpet.
Okay.
When I picked one up when I was like 8 years old or something. It was part of like my school. Mum really wanted me to play saxophone, but didn't have the tongue control for the reeds. But I could blow one hell of a raspberry, so I was natural trumpet player.
Fuck yeah.
Played that for a little while, and then picked up guitar when I was probably about 12 years old.
Okay.
And like I was okay at guitar, but I never like got quite as good as my friends.
Yeah.
So then in high school we started a band, and I was like, I want to be in it. But you've already got 3 guitar players. Yeah. It eventually got one of them moved on to drums, and then I came in and did bass. But then they kicked me out. Like after the first jam, we got together and started playing Brain Stew by Green Day, and they kicked me out for headbanging because they wanted to be like a pop punk band.
They wanted to do the jump kicks.
Yeah. They were afraid of the metal.
Fuck, never be scared of the metal.
No, well, I got them around to it eventually.
Yeah, fuck yeah, sick.
Shit, where was I going with that?
You got kicked out of your high school band.
Yes, and they let me back in, and we eventually like started playing metal. So
sick.
That was good. And then Dizzy. Keep referring to people as different
as
names.
their real names.
Yeah. Dizzy, my guitarist in Void Matter. He and I started a little band together in high school, which we played a couple of covers, didn't really write any songs or whatever.
That's basically how it goes. You hang out with your friends and teach the ones that don't know anything how to play shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's exactly how it went down.
Yeah.
I think we played like the high school talent quest, and then that was it.
Fuck the big show, shut it down after that.
Yeah. One and done.
Yeah.
Never see a sequel.
Yeah. That's sick. Fuck yeah, man. Cool. And then Void Matter obviously have shit out at the moment.
Yes.
A killer EP.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, we worked really hard on the Everything and Nothing.
Yeah.
We recorded that all at my house.
Sick.
Did all the vocals, all the guitar tracking and everything.
Fuck yeah.
But like drum room time is very expensive.
So expensive.
Yeah, we cheated. We used MIDI.
Yep. Literally, it is the easiest way to get around it. And like talking to other people, it's just something everybody does.
Yeah.
Nobody has the time and the money to get out a drum room and track live drums. Unless like you have that at your disposal and you can fucking do it, but realistically, not everybody does.
Yeah, and the only guys who have places like that are like really committed drummers.
Yeah.
Like, I know a bunch of drummers, but there's only a very few who have like a full committed space. This is my drum room. It's like Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Like don't touch my drums. Those kind of guys.
He's got a whole room for his drum set.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
There's very, very few have that. And I'm very jealous of them, and I would love to be able to do the live drums, but it's just not in the cards, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're not making any money as a local band.
Exactly.
It's all self-funded and everything like that.
But like when you're a teenager and shit in high school, you're looking at like all the bands doing stuff and you're like, oh, they're so fucking sick. They must be so like wealthy and shit. And then you get into the scene and you're like, fuck, hey, like this is what it is. cool. We'll make
Yeah.
it work, whatever. But realistically, you got to be smarter about your money being in a local band.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely got to be smart about it.
Yeah, so it's sick that you record all your own stuff.
Yeah, keeping it in-house keeps it cheap.
Fuck off.
And like we paid producers and stuff like that to like go into a studio for our first EP, first couple of songs, like just to really like figure it out, you know, like and while I was there, I made sure I picked up as much shit as possible, and I was I also went to JMC to learn audio engineering.
Okay, cool.
So I knew I had a bit of a knowledge, but I didn't know exactly I didn't know how to make a record. I was like, this is how you press record. Like, this is what compressors are. Yeah. But then I watched what these guys are doing, and I was like, okay, I reckon I can actually do this. I've got an ear for this shit now. And it turned out really, really well. Like, it took a lot of time, and I'd never really done anything to that scale before. Like, I'd track demos and whatever for mates on other projects and whatever. But especially when you're working on your own stuff, it's you put a lot more time into it. Yeah,
I've said on here like thousands of times, no one gives more of a shit about your band than you. Yeah. So like, if you're in it, you know what you want it to be. Where if you pay somebody, they're just it's just money to me, like, really. So they're not going to give a fuck as much as you being in that band.
Yeah, and to have the full creative control as well. Because, like, especially when you're a new band and you're going to producers and stuff like that, they'll be like, oh, no, you're not supposed to do things this way. And it's like, no, but this is how we want it to be. And, like, sure, sometimes you do shoot yourself in the foot, like, doing a little bit of weird shit. But most of the time, like, it's your artistic vision, you know? Like, if you're not making music for yourself, you're doing it wrong, man. Like, I think, like, obviously, if you can just put together random shit and then make $1 million, congratulations. I would give anything. But nah, if you just gotta have fun with it, man.
Creative freedom is like the main thing I think all bands need, instead of like, that's a trend, let's jump on that trend. Just do what you want to do, whatever comes out of you as a person, because I feel like it translates a bit better.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you hear all the bands that are popular at the moment, like your Polaris and Architects and Wage War and all that. They've got there's a very like specific style, and like, not to shit on any of those bands or anything, because they're absolutely fucking amazing.
Definitely.
But like, you can see a lot of similarities, and like, this is what's hot, and whatever, and like, there's definitely part of me that wants to do stuff like that, but it's got to sound like you. Like, I was thinking about this in the car on the way here. I was like, I just make music to appease the little 15-year-old kid inside of me. Like, I want to play stuff that I would have wanted to hear growing up.
100%. Because when I was a kid, I was like, I want to be like the emo bands that I fuck with, like, heavily. Like, I want some kid to find my band and be like, oh, that's fucking real cool. I relate to that when I'm just writing about like being angry.
Just like having our posters on the wall.
I definitely did that, but I don't think that's going to happen. But fuck yeah, that's sick. And I think like as well with that, like Wage War, Polaris, Architects thing, that's what's hot in metalcore at the moment, as to like 10 years ago, a Skylit Drive of Mice and Men was hot in metalcore. What's after that? Because that was what's after this. So where does it go without these bands trying the creativity and like pushing their creative boundaries?
I think that the future of heavy metal, of metalcore, is probably a lot more synth based.
Back to like crabcore?
No, not necessarily in that kind of a style. I'm talking in more of sort of a cross-faith. Sort of what's that freaking hype? Eskimo Callboy sort of a thing. Like, I think that's where a lot of bands are gonna end up. Like, using a lot more of the sort of party vibe that metal can bring, because that's something that hasn't really been touched on a bunch. Like, there's songs that do it and whatever, but the last two massive hits from Eskimo Callboy have been basically like dance tracks, you know?
Doofs.
Makes you want to fist bump and shit. And like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's great. And it's even visible in the progression of bands like Bring Me the Horizon, like, where they've changed genres so many times, and now
Yeah.
they just released that song that sounds like a freaking Justin Bieber
Yeah,
track.
yeah. I don't fuck with that.
Catchy.
I don't fuck with
You
that.
don't fuck with that?
No, I like so I'm real weird on Bring Me the Horizon because like I loved the That's the Spirit album. I
Yeah.
thought that was great. And then that album kind of saw a bunch of bands change to like sort of do that thing where like Architects started to go a bit more radio friendly, Being as an Ocean went a bit more like radio friendly, and then Bring Me the Horizon like leaned into it with Ammo, and I was just like, I am not here for this.
Yeah.
But then that EP, that like 5-track, I was
Yeah.
all over that. I
Yeah.
was like, that is like the shit. That's sick.
Yeah, they really pulled it together for that one.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think. Like, obviously they've been quite experimental with how they've been progressing.
But I feel like they have to be. They couldn't be Suicide Season the
No.
entire time.
No, because they've been at it for,
It's fucking like 2005, 2004.
yeah, man, they're coming
Yeah.
up on 2 decades.
Yeah,
Being a band, like if you're still playing the same shit,
yeah. No one would give a fuck.
no,
Yeah.
no,
I think that's like evident in like, obviously like deathcore's like death metal and deathcore's like a completely different thing. They can stay that sort of sound and people are going to be there for it no matter what. But
Yeah.
I think with where they were at, they were a metalcore band. They had to evolve with the genre evolving and everyone growing up and being like, oh, that was shit. Like looking back, like that wasn't as cool as I thought it was.
yeah, man, it's really cool how death metal and super black metal kind of stuff, like it really sticks to the purity of the genre.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I can't like listen to the same stuff all the time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, I guarantee that the black metal guys will look at my playlist and be like, every single song sounds the same.
Yeah.
I think it's all just to your taste. You know?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I was actually thinking about that the other day. I was like, where I am now listening to music is like so far from where I was when I started, where I was like little emo kid and then I was like, oh, this is what metalcore is. And then I like ditched emo, heavy on metalcore. And now I'm like, I'll listen to like all that shit and then I'll listen to like weird shit like Riff Raff. Like I fuck with Riff Raff so hard. I was like, he's shit, but this is great. Like an album called The Vanilla Gorilla is like my fucking life. That's sick.
Bro, have you heard of this Brisbane rapper called Lil Sick?
No, but that's a cool name.
Okay, yeah, dude, you're gonna have to watch this guy.
Fuck yeah.
He is, he's. I would call him the Brisbane version of Riff Raff.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll fuck with that.
He's like leans into the rap stereotypes like hard.
Yes.
Yeah, and
So
he's
sick.
like he's called Lil Sick, and he has this song called Sick Cunt.
Yes!
And it's literally just him going, I'm a fucking sick cunt. You're a shit cunt. I'm a fucking sick cunt. Something like that.
That's so
It's
funny.
pretty cool, bro.
It's funny as fuck. What a weapon.
I've seen him in the Valley as well. Like,
Oh, just like hanging out or like
in
at a
full
show.
Gucci and
Oh,
Yeah.
what a weapon. Like full blown.
Yeah, this is
Majeshe.
a few years ago, but
Sick.
I was just coming out from the Smokers in some, I can't even remember what bar it was, but then he was just there in full Gucci tracksuit
That's so funny.
with his fucking gold chains and
grill.
like, grilling,
Yes.
and I was just like, who's this guy?
That's sick. I feel like a grill is incredibly underrated as a rap accessory. At one point, they were like these shit with like Nelly and Paul Wall.
Yeah.
And then they've just dropped off. Nobody wears grills anymore except for Riff Raff.
Yeah.
Like that Aquaberry fucking shark teeth grill.
Jesus.
Yeah. So sick.
I got
man.
Fruity Pebbles on that.
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah. And then what's next for Void Matter? Like you've got the EP out.
We've been
local
the
scene's
EP's
been
been treating us well. Like
fuck yeah.
it's definitely, and like just all this year we've learned so much as a live band. Just really trying to make the most of all of our shows and stuff like that. We've been lucky enough to tour all throughout Queensland.
Yeah.
We did Cairns and Townsville and Emerald and Bundaberg. And
Sick.
yeah, we're planning a few more shows out there. Just
yeah.
while all this shit's going on.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Bit ambitious to be booking anything interstate at the moment. I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been working on a new song. Just yesterday,
Fuck yeah.
before we were supposed to chat, I just laid down the bass tracks for our new single. Hopefully that's going to be out, very early next year.
Sweet.
I don't know, still organising everything. But yeah, vocals are being recorded on Sunday.
Sick.
And then off to our mix and masterer. And yeah, trying to get a video together for it.
Yeah, fuck
Something
yeah.
like that.
The most expensive part of the whole process.
Yes. Yes, we're at the pointy end financially.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, that's cool though with like the rural shows, because I think like that's sort of something that's sort of forgotten about in the city scene, is like you need to go out to those towns that people don't go to, because like that's essentially what Parkway did.
Yeah.
Like they just went to small towns, built their name up, and then everybody knew about Parkway Drive.
Yeah.
Like we just played Toowoomba and Nambour, and it was like the first show at the Black Box Theatre in Nambour in like fucking years, and there was so many fucking people there.
Shit,
it was
eh?
so sick. People were like throwing down. I was like, this is what this shit is all about. It's fucking so sick.
Fuck yeah, dude.
But yeah, hit them rules.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the place that we played in Emerald, the Irish Village, it's not the biggest place by any means, but we had, I think, 350 people through the door that day.
Yeah, that's sick.
Like fucking huge, like way bigger than any of the local shows that I've played.
Yeah.
And they all were there having an absolute banger of a night. Like we were unfortunately not able to encourage any moshes, but I guarantee that there was going to be some.
Yeah.
Like, and geez, they brought it out for the merch as well.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Sick.
It was a very solid night.
Yeah. Well, I think it helps because like they don't really get shit like that anymore either. So like when it does come through town, people are like, fuck yeah, something's on.
Yeah.
In those small towns where like there's nothing on, so people just like drink, do drugs, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But like bringing shows there, they'll be like, oh fuck yeah, cool.
Yeah. Instead of just doing it in their backyards, they'll come
out.
They'll come to the show. We encourage. No.
Sick, man. Well, cool. This has been going for like almost 24 minutes. This has been a fucking breeze.
Yeah.
Easy chat.
Fuck yeah.
Sick.
How long do you normally do your podcast for?
They usually go for like 30 to an hour, depending. The long ones are when I talk to like local wrestlers.
Wrestlers?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Like,
True shit.
Like Zashin, who used to be in Season on Ending, is now a wrestler.
Okay.
And I think he and I spoke for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking wild. Just like his transition, and like I'm a fucking wrestling nerd, so like we're going deep in on that, and it was fucking sick.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I've actually been seeing a bunch of wrestling gigs.
Fuck yeah.
Happening. Like at the back room and stuff.
Yeah,
like that, right?
well, he works for that company that put that on. They have like Old Town and Apartheid were on it.
What?
Yeah. It was
Huge.
It was fucking sick. But yeah, I fuck with that shit heavily. I think that like the crossover between like wrestling fans and heavy music fans is like so apparent.
Yeah,
that like
for sure.
Just bring it all out, cross the streams.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Bring like heavy fans to wrestling fans to heavy music shows, and yeah, it's all in
It actually
one place.
goes hand in hand for me as well. Like, yeah, I was massive into wrestling when I was a kid.
I think every kid was. Yeah.
Like, you could just wanted to be the Undertaker, man.
Yeah,
like,
everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted to be the Undertaker.
But yeah, unfortunately, I'm like 5'10", and I couldn't I couldn't like do anything to any of those gigantic men.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole I think inside every wrestling fan there definitely is like a heavy metal fan just waiting to be awoken.
Yeah.
Because it like heavy metal is as like it can definitely be a very silly place to be.
Yeah.
Like so often when you hear like something that's like so brutally heavy, you're just like, man, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Like that's fucking stupid heavy. Like,
or the total opposite of like a Tenacious D, Steel Panther, where they're like quasi metal bands.
Yeah.
But they're like clearly taking the piss.
Yeah, it's a very theatrical, comedic sort of a thing, and that's wrestling's the same. You know, like they've got the stories and all the theatrics and a lot of heavy metal as well. A lot of big hair, makeup and shit. Yeah,
especially when we were kids, like heaps of new metal on like game soundtracks or like pay-per-view soundtracks. Like metal was just in it. Yeah. So like I think like after I discovered like bands like Nickelback and like Kiss, the first sort of heavy-ish bands I remember hearing were like Cold and Evanescence. Yeah. Through wrestling as a kid. Yeah.
I got so many banging tracks from wrestlers' intros. Yes. Like so that Edge, bro, that Cunnilingus, Metalingus.
Yeah.
Alter Bridge, that's still such a banger.
And then before that he had a Rob Zombie song.
Yeah.
Which was so sick. I was just like, what the fuck? Yeah, fuck yeah.
That was cool shit, man.
Yeah, so usually they go a bit longer if it's like something cooked like that. But yeah, the music ones are sort of a bit quicker because it's like the stories are like so like touched upon, I guess, because people don't have much time. I don't tell people what to talk about on here beforehand. So like it's kind of just like people like throwing stuff out as they remember it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, I've just been fucking chatting, man. Like I had no idea how long the thing was gonna last for.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else can I even talk about? Like we've touched on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to hit your top 5 favorite bands, and we'll then do socials and fucking shut this bitch down.
Alrighty. Top 5 favorite bands.
In no particular order.
No particular order.
Yeah,
Alright.
it can be whatever you feel like.
I've got to say that got to put the original up there. Slipknot.
Yeah.
Slipknot, definitely.
Best.
The Gatekeepers.
Do you have a favorite Slipknot album?
It's got to be Volume 3, man.
The one you came in on?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the very first one.
Yeah.
Like it. A lot of people say Iowa, and like absolutely respect that. But I feel Volume 3 is a more mature kind of album. It's not just angry. And don't get me wrong, the anger in Iowa made for some fucking great songs. But like, there's a lot more dynamics in Volume 3.
It's a lot more experimental with like Vermilion Part 2, Circle.
Yeah.
There's like Circle's one of my favorite fucking songs, especially that end bit, when the
drum
that cooked beat it's just like so weird.
Building to nowhere.
And then it just ends and you're like, what the fuck? And
Puts you at unease.
Yeah.
So yeah, Slipknot has got to be up there, so that's one. Bring Me the Horizon's another, man.
Okay.
Like, they're fucking fantastic.
They're kings.
Yeah.
As much as I don't agree creatively with some of their decisions, they are kings.
Yeah. It's hard to deny that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm going to go... So we're just talking bands?
Bands or rappers, artists, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. I think a couple of episodes ago, someone said Billie Eilish, and I was like, fuck yeah. Sick.
Nice. Yeah, one of my biggest musical influences would have to be the electronic producer Porter Robinson.
Okay.
Yeah, he used to be like a dubstep DJ back in like the Skrillex days, so like the bro step sort of a thing. He'd make that kind of music.
Fuck yeah.
And it was great. And then he did this album called Worlds, and that shit changed music for me.
Sick.
Like, I remember seeing him at Stereosonic, like, out of my mind and just being absolutely captivated by everything, and it was such a beautiful experience, man. Like it has still like a lot of electronic heaviness in it, but it's also like really really pretty and really like fluffy and like it feels like it's giving you a hug.
Sick.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
So that's Porter Robinson's definitely up there.
Sweet. Well, before we go to the next one, if we're going to touch on dubstep and Skrillex, we have to go back on Skrillex. Sonny fucking Moore from First to Last.
Yes.
The best.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
He's so successful, so amazing.
Yeah.
Like, even back in From First to Last, like his voice, like how can you sing like that, man?
Exactly.
Like that's not fair.
Yeah. To the point where Wes Borland is like, I want to play bass on your album. Like that, I think it was the Heroin album, the white one.
Yeah.
Wes Borland played bass on it.
True shit.
That is, like, to me as a kid, I was like, what the fuck? Like, Wes from Limp Bizkit is like, I'm going to jump on this emo album and just shred bass, nothing else. It's like, cool, bro. Like, what the fuck? And then when he blew up with Bangarang, I was like, all you people fucking suck. Like, I'm a loser because I like heavy music. Well, yeah, he's a heavy dude. Like, fucking Sonny Moore from First to Last, Note to Self, emo shit. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah. I actually did 2 From First to Last covers at one of those high school talent shows.
Yes. What songs?
We did Ride the Wings of Pestilence as a band.
Yes.
And I was the lead singer, and I was terrible at singing.
Did you do Emily?
Yes, I did Emily.
Yes!
Yes, I did Emily.
Yes! What a fucking track. Fuck, that's so good.
Dude. Right here.
Yeah.
Right here for that one.
Fuck, even when that comes on now, I'm like, fuck, this is just such a good song. It's so fucking good.
It's actually really easy to play.
It's beautiful. It's so easy. It's just like bar chords, but you're just playing the fucking individual strings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So good.
Yeah.
All right, so next one.
A Day to Remember, man.
Okay.
Those guys, like, a really beautiful blend of pop and heaviness, I think. Like, they bring that pop punk catchiness,
Yeah.
but then are able to throw down in like sticks and bricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They love a beat down, fucking.
Yeah.
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 They love that shit.
Oh, and shit, I'm up to number 5.
Yep.
I'll go back to electronic and talk about the best live experience I've ever had.
Okay.
I saw Nero at Park Live 2012, and that was at the River Stage and Botanic Gardens.
Okay, fuck yeah.
And I was, a bit out of my mind again.
Sick.
But yeah, right as Nero dropped Promises, it was on the same day as Riverfire, and the fucking F-111s flew past, like dropped the afterburner, and then fireworks started happening all around the back of the stage because of Riverfire, and it was just and it started raining. It was like
everything.
The best thing that could ever happen.
Everything had happened.
Yeah, that was actually my all-time favorite festival as well.
Sick.
Was Park Live 2012. I got to see the presets.
Oh.
This was back when Pacifica first came out.
I have no idea what that is.
Big record for them. Big
Cool,
record
cool.
for them. And
I know the name, the presets, because I think they were on like the radio around the time the Potbellies were.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It was this era.
Yes.
Yeah. And I got to see Tame Impala that day.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't back before they were huge.
Yeah. Sick.
Yeah. That was a fucking great festival.
Fuck yeah. Doof festivals.
Yeah, Doofs are great, man. Like, I just, I haven't been to heaps. Like, I think I've only been to 2 different Doofs. Okay. And they were, like, 2 of the bigger ones, which was Rabbits Eat Lettuce and Earth Frequency. And, yeah, they're excellent times, man. Like,
Fuck yeah. People
there are so nice.
Sick.
And it's, like, just... The music's a bit repetitive.
Yeah. I can imagine.
But... It's, fun times.
Sick.
Fun times if you like to expand your mind.
Cool. If you like to Rogan, as some would say.
Yeah, if you like to Rogan, then yes, go to a doof. You'll fucking love that shit.
Sick, man. Cool. We'll hit socials for you and Void Matter and anything else you want to plug.
Absolutely. Well, Void Matter is facebook.com/Void Matter. We go on Instagram at Void Matter Band. We are on Spotify. You can just search us for Void Matter.
Yep.
We have an online merch store as well at Redbubble.
Sick.
You can find that on our link. Or if you go to our Instagram page, we got the link tree. It's got everything.
Yep.
Got all the things.
Link
We've got a
tree's
show
on
coming up on the 3rd of December down at Vinnie's.
Sweet.
With Ocean Shores, Sunbound, and... Ooh, shit. Don't you hate that?
Yep. Look right at the camera while it's happening.
I'll get it.
But I'm playing Vinnie's tomorrow night.
Vinnie's tomorrow night?
Yeah. Oh, tonight as this comes out. This is coming out tomorrow. So tonight, Vinnie's, get the fuck down there. Gronk.
Strange Fiction.
Oh, Strange Fiction. Fuck
Ocean
yeah.
Shores,
Cool.
Void Matter, Strange Fiction, and Sunbound down at Vinnie's Dive Bar on the 3rd of December.
Fuck yeah. Sick.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Done for another week. Fucking huge thanks to Luke for doing the podcast. You heard on the episode all of Void Matter's socials. Go check them out. Go check them out on all social media and all streaming services. Great fucking dude. Super fun chat. Definitely would be keen to have him on again. Or like another dude from that band again. That'd be fucking sick. But yeah. If you like what I'm doing over here with the podcast, tell a friend, subscribe, share, follow on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, wherever you listen, and give me a follow on Instagram or a like on Facebook at Heavy Sweater Podcast. And today, we are playing Vinnie's Dive Bar in Southport with Isolation and Dissect. Get out there. It's going to be fucking sick. We're going to be ripping shit up. And then the next night, tomorrow night, Friday night, Ipswich at Golby's Basement. Fuck yeah, with Isolation, Deep Leech, and Dissect. It's going to be a fucking time and a half, so get the fuck out there. Go support local music, buy fucking merch, do all the cool shit. Be a legend. Come back next week for another episode. Thanks.